Here. What's up, everybody? OMMPgrower coming to you live from Oregon, and with me is T-Bone. Finally, you guys can see what T-Bone looks like, and T-Bone is going to be hooking up this outlet so we can have a new breaker for this 1000-watt light 220. So T-Bone has already installed the 220 outlet, and now he needs to install the breaker, and the line has been run.
We've got two
in the wall
spots here. Pop these out and make sure, once you pop them out, you want to shut the main power off here and everything. Pull off this panel before you pop them out. Don't go grab a screwdriver and hammer through here because you will get shocked.
Got it.
Yeah. Go from there.
Alright, so let's go from there. So T-Bone has been a licensed contractor for a while, and we've gone to school together since high school, and
right now find great deals in Las Vegas, Seattle, and San Francisco.
Now he's the boss that knows how to use the equipment and the tools. So he framed in the doors and hooked up my mini splits and ran most of these outlets and breakers. So without T-Bone, this garden would not be possible. At least not possible on this kind of level. I'd have extension cords and shit everywhere.
Alright, we're going to be using a double 20, which is this breaker right here.
Alright, double 20.
And when you
what does that mean? For people who might not know.
It's got two legs of a 20 amp, and depending on what amperage you want to pull, you want to talk to your local electrician or your local hardware store and see what you plan on running, and then you go from there. But the main thing is when you pull apart the panel, you want to make sure you get the same brand breaker as the rest of them in your panel. Say your house burns down or something like that, insurance adjuster come over there and you have a breaker that's not the same brand, guess what? They're not paying for your house.
Your insurance is voided. So
we're going to go ahead and
kill the main power.
Kill the main power. This is where your neutral or your grounds hook in, and then all your hots go into your breakers. So each leg of a breaker is 120, 120. So if you have two of them, that's 240, 220. Wire strippers here. Alright, so we're going to kill the power here. There we go. And we're going to take our ground, find an empty spot along here. So even if the power is off, you do not want to touch any of these down here. You will get lit up and you will die. So just don't do it. Alright, so we've got our wires ran through here. We have our ground coming in, locking into the ground area. We're going to go ahead now and on here there's two screws. Doesn't matter which side goes what. Black or white can go on either side. Both sides are 120. So either way, you're okay. Now, if it was a normal breaker, your black would be going into here and your white would come down here. So
for 120? For
120 volt stuff. So in basic, just slapping it in, tighten it down, get a little tug, make sure it's okay. This next one. Tighten it down, get a little tug, make sure it's okay. Alright. Now, every breaker box is a little different. Now this one shows it has a little clip right here on the side, so you're going to slide this side in first. And then once you get your things into the board here, it should. There we go. Alright, and you want me to kind of... So they just snap into place there.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. Now it's nice and tight. Alright, you can roll now. Go ahead and, alright, so we got that into place. We're going to go ahead and kick the power back on. So we got it all hooked up. Got your 240. Now we got the outlet right here, and a good way to check to see if you're actually pulling voltage that you need.
Is your thing you showed off last? Oh, that's your voltmeter.
It's just a cheapy ohm meter. It's just to read volts and ohms, and they can test batteries and all kinds of stuff. So what you want to do is you want to make sure if you're doing 240 or anything, you know, above 150, you want to go up here to 3. And if you don't have it on the right setting, it will pretty much melt in your hand. So you just make sure you have it on the right setting.
Okay.
And you take it in here, and put your black in and your red, and we're showing 240 volts there. So that's good.
Nice.
So now if you want to check, maybe you have one leg that's bad, you can pull it out and put one in the ground here. So I got 120 on the left side, and I've got 120 on the right side. So 2 legs of 120.
Oh wow, awesome.
Sometimes you will have a breaker that goes out and you will only be pulling 120, and that's a good way to check and see if part of your breaker's been out. Sometimes a double breaker will only go out on half. So good thing to check later on. So now the last thing we have to do is pop out your 2 holes right here, which we know that those are right above the last 2, so they're just going to be right here, and just get a pair of pliers or what have you. Should snap right out. There's 1. And 2. Alright. Now, just want to be safe when you put it back up and on there.
Especially with the power on.
Yeah, especially with power on. Do not touch anything. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Always keep one hand on there, and it's always nice to have a helping hand too.
And we actually have a piece of drywall that covers that up too.
Yeah.
That, but we get in here so much that we just leave it off.
Gonna have to remodel here pretty soon again.
Always remodeling.
More patience. More remodeling.
Well, right now, yeah, not right now. Right now, less patience, more remodeling.
Better rooms.
Exactly. And we're actually missing one, and that's because LBC engineer lost it when he was here. And we still never found it. I wonder if he watches. He's nice.
If he did,
He's a nice guy.
A nut.
He owes us a screw.
A nut and screw.
He owes us a nut and a screw.
Alright folks, there you go. You got your 240 outlet for any of your bigger ballasts.
Alright, awesome. Thanks, T-Bone.
Have a good day.